stop using the stock market to assess the well-being of the economy? The gains are not being shared. First of all, kind of weird considering that everybody lost a ton of money yesterday. You're a prick. Also, 42% of household wealth comes directly or indirectly from held stocks. Also, when people talk about unions and pensions, a lot of people just don't realize that this absolutely does affect everybody. But let me kind of draw a line for some people who don't know how it affects everything that you do on your day-to-day. It's a good assessor of the economy. It's not the end-all, be-all. Under Donald Trump, the stock market was doing well, and unemployment was incredibly low, and labor force participation was great, and wage growth was unprecedented, right? All of those things were happening in tandem. There can be a disconnect, like you see with the real estate market. That's not what is happening right now. The stock market is down because everything in your life, financially, you should always be grateful. You know, as a Christian, you probably have beautiful family, whatever, if you're in a wheelchair. And, look, the point is there's something to be grateful for. But financially, your life sucks. Relatively speaking. So,
I thought Reich was a name you could trust.
Yeah, I know. Especially with middle name Third.
I know. What's happening in this world?
Monday's financial stability report, the Federal Reserve said elevated and persistent inflation coupled with a sharp rise in interest rates are among the greatest near-term risks to the U.S. economic system. Okay, so that's the Federal Reserve, and I really don't like them. But inflation is expected to stay at over 8% in April. If you use the same indicators we used under Carter, it could be as high as 14% because we've decided, well, we'll just change some of the metrics that we use. Inflation is all that. What does that mean? It's outpacing wages by 2.7%. That's why it's a tax on you, the middle class. You kind of have to pick a lane. When people talk about taxing the wealthier more, and they say Republicans don't want tax, they don't want tax breaks for the middle class. That's actually, first off, that's just factually incorrect. Second, look, if you are talking about taxing the rich more, printing more money, more government programs, more government spending, it inevitably leads to more inflation. And if your wages are not outpacing inflation, that is a tax on you, the middle class. It affects you more than the wealthy. It's outpacing your wage by 2.5%. That means that your salary is worth 2.5% less than it was this time last year. That's not a mundane detail, Michael. Now, gasoline, all-time high. National average, $4.37. Oh, boy.
Good God.
And, of course, because of the increased interest rates, unemployment is expected to go up. That's also something that we're looking at here in the near future. We have that overlay from the Wall Street Journal. So, in no small part due to the crappy economy, the good news is that Democrats are on track to get blown out in November. That's why they want to make it a Roe v. Wade thing and lie to you and say that Republicans want to ban abortion and they want to put their hands on your uterus or something like that. In a generic ballot, Republicans are leading Democrats. I've never seen anything like this. You guys can comment below. I've never seen this kind of a spread. It's like birdshot. Republicans to Democrats, the economy, 42% to 26%. That's how much they lead. On inflation, Republicans, just generic Republicans, to Democrats, 41% to 20%. That's a lot.
I would say so.
I don't know how many ballot boxes you would have to stuff to make up for that margin, but good luck.
I don't know a lot, but I do know bar graph length.
Yes.
And that is scary.
I don't even know the x-axis or y-axis.
No. Nope, but that looks larger than the others.
That's why I like it when they do it with colors.
Yeah, that's what I
go. Oh, okay, I understand it now. Yeah. Democrats are losing.
Yeah, so if that was black and white, I'd be lost.
And this is something too. I think look. I will say this too. You'll see this, I think, tomorrow, where I had some conversations with people on Roe v. Wade. So Roe v. Wade, they're trying to use it as a distraction issue. It is very important. It is very important if Roe v. Wade is overturned. That's a big victory, okay? But the left wants to use it not only to gin up riots. The left wants to use it to intimidate you into silence, and the left wants to make a certain percentage of the population believe that if Republicans win, they're going to take your rights away. That's why they're saying it. It's not true. So the one thing that Republicans need to do is just keep doing. Conservatives need to keep doing what they're doing with the economy. They're already winning. On Roe v. Wade, I can tell you this. Tomorrow, I had a conversation with 4 black people on a street corner in downtown Dallas.
Life.
4 black people on a street corner. And they were actually smoking joints, so we started talking about that. They were like, no, man, it's Delta 8. We started the conversation. I swear to you. They offered me a hit. We started the conversation. Yeah, I'm pro-choice because, you should be right for a woman to choose. And I said, well, should there be like any limitations? Like, for example, I don't know, let's say like once there's a heartbeat. And it was 3 black guys and 1 black woman. And she said, oh, no, when there's a heartbeat, yeah, you shouldn't be able to. I said, so after a heartbeat? They said, no, definitely not after a heartbeat. I said, okay, so you support Roe v. Wade being overturned. So Texas can say a heartbeat is the line. They said, yeah, definitely after. It took about 3.5 minutes. It just requires a little bit of education with Roe v. Wade to let people know, and actually just kicks it back to the states. And they invariably go, oh, okay, that's not a big deal. It takes it off of the table. Take that off of the table, have that conversation with your friends and family, eliminate that issue, and then you get back to the economy. Then you get back to where we are on the international stage, and it's not even close.